Alessandro slowly opened the lid of the treasure chest. The onlookers were shocked and confused when they saw what was inside the treasure chest.
Welcome to Oportuno, Episode 49, Treasure Island. The following is one of the stories in our Storytime series of stories. There are many types of wealth, other than money and material possessions. A quote by Napoleon Hill in his book, Think and Grow Rich, reads as follows: "Remember that your real wealth can be measured not by what you have, but by what you are." End of quote. After listening to this story, you may realize you are already wealthy, today and every day. Now, on to the story, Treasure Island.
Once upon a time, not so very long ago, in a land far away, lived a gentleman named Alessandro. Alessandro's life's experiences had taught him to give, learn, explore, and think, rather than pursue wealth, just for the sake of pursuing wealth. With Alessandro's pursuit of knowledge and the things that he loved, he was able to acquire a wealth of knowledge, which led to happiness and fulfillment in his life. As Alessandro's desire was to give to others, he made a decree to friends, associates, and strangers all over the world that on New Year's Day, he would be sharing his wealth with everyone that would meet him on the island known as Treasure Island. People the world over, having heard stories of Alessandro's adventures and discoveries, flocked to Treasure Island to share the wealth Alessandro committed to share with everyone present on Treasure Island on New Year's Day. New Year's Day finally arrived, and the island had thousands of people from all over the world anxiously awaiting Alessandro's arrival to Treasure Island, with many of the people talking among themselves what they would buy with the wealth given to them by Alessandro. Alessandro arrived just as the sun was rising on New Year's Day, rowing himself in a rowboat from a large sailing ship anchored offshore. Once Alessandro rowed the boat to shore, he stood on the beach and addressed the crowd, saying, "Thank you to everyone that came to Treasure Island today. For those with an open mind and wisdom to value priceless possessions, you will not be disappointed. I want to disperse the treasures from the treasure chest I have on my rowboat evenly with everyone here. At this time, I will open the treasure chest and will allow everyone to take as much as they need or want." Alessandro slowly opened the lid of the treasure chest. The onlookers were shocked and confused when they saw what was inside the treasure chest. Inside the treasure chest was nothing at all. The crowd began to become anxious and angry, thinking they had traveled long distances to receive a portion of Alessandro's wealth, and then being teased by Alessandro by showing there was nothing to give them. Alessandro looked at the crowd, and he could see the disappointment and anger in their faces. He knew that they had traveled far and wide, hoping to receive a portion of his wealth. He took a deep breath and began to speak. "I understand that you are all disappointed, and I apologize for any confusion or frustration that I may have caused. However, I did not promise to give you material wealth. There are many things of wealth other than material possessions and money. I promise to share my wealth of knowledge and experiences with you, and that is exactly what I will do." Alessandro went on to explain that his true treasure was not material wealth, but the knowledge and experiences that he had gained throughout his life. He started sharing stories of his adventures and discoveries, and he encouraged the crowd to open their minds to the value that could be added to their lives if they would begin to give, learn, explore, and think. As Alessandro spoke, the crowd began to listen, and they realized that they had been too focused on material wealth. They began to appreciate the true value of knowledge and experiences, and they thanked Alessandro for sharing his wisdom with them. Alessandro again gazed at the restless crowd, a somber look on his face. He could sense the disappointment, anger, and confusion in their eyes. With a calm and collected voice, he addressed the crowd once more. Alessandro continued, his voice filled with sincerity and warmth. "The true treasure is not material wealth that can be placed in a box, but the knowledge and experiences that we have gained throughout our lives. Our adventures and discoveries can open our minds to value priceless possessions that become a part of who we are rather than what we have. I invited you all to Treasure Island not to give you things that would fade away, but to share with you a perspective that could change your lives forever. The real wealth is in the lessons learned, the kindness shared, and the connections formed. It's in the way we can transform the world with our knowledge, creativity, and love for one another. As Alessandro spoke, a sense of realization and enlightenment began to wash over the crowd. The anger and confusion slowly gave way to understanding and gratitude. They saw the true depth of his message and realized that he had given them something far more valuable than material riches. The visitors began to see each other as friends, and not competitors, becoming eager to share and help each other, rather than to use others for their own gain. Alessandro concluded, I challenge each of you to embrace the wealth of knowledge, love, and the relationships you've formed here today. Treasure these moments and take them with you, for they will be the foundation of a truly prosperous life. I hope that, in time, you will come to appreciate the gift I've shared with you, for it is a greater treasure than material possessions. Alessandro's message had a profound impact on the crowd, and they left Treasure Island with a newfound appreciation for the true treasures in life. With that, the crowd's initial disappointment faded, replaced by a profound sense of gratitude and inspiration. Alessandro's message had left a lasting impact, reminding them that the pursuit of knowledge and meaningful connections was more valuable than material possessions. The end.
That's all for now. Thanks for listening. Please visit Oportuno.org. Thank you.